We're now recording. Okay, awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Tiffany Harper, and I am so excited to be sharing our story with you. I'm co-hosting this with Alicia Haley, and she'll introduce
Hello.
in a second. There she is.
Hi, everyone.
We are so excited to be sharing our story with you all and what Beachbody coaching is and what it means to encourage others and build community. I've been a coach for 4 years. I'm a one-star diamond coach. That's just a really fancy term that says I have a team of coaches underneath me, and I have a diamond as well underneath who has advanced their business to diamond level, which is a pretty big deal within Team Beachbody. So that's just the very minimum that you need to know for right now. But I'm just going to share with you guys our story and what Team Beachbody is all about, who we are not, and just how you can get started and how this could be an opportunity for you to change your life, to change your health, to change your family, even change the trajectory of your financial situation, or even just to live a better life overall and to make other people's lives better. So I want to have Alicia introduce herself a little bit since I've been doing a lot of the talking, but just so you can get an idea and see who she is and hear from her as well. So go for it, girl.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much, Tiffany, and thank you everyone for being here. We are both so excited to share a little bit about Beachbody and then who we are as moms too and as women. So a little bit about myself. I have been a coach for about 9 months, and I'm also a wife and a mom. I have a very busy 1.5-year-old little girl. And what kind of brought me to Beachbody is social media. And honestly, I found Tiffany through Instagram, I don't know, a year ago. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know how I found her. I started following her. And at that point in my journey, I lost about 30 pounds, and then I got pregnant. I had struggled with PCOS, my hormones, and fertility issues, and I was really looking for a lifestyle change. I actually found a completely different program that's not Beachbody, but I was able to kind of, instead of diet, start really doing a lifestyle change. And so when I decided to start losing weight, I blogged about that, and I lost the 30 pounds, and I really shared my story, and that kind of planted the seed that I was like, hey, maybe I can help other people do it too. So all during that time, I was blogging, I was sharing my story, and I was had no idea that you could even do Beachbody, or that you could even do a coach, or you could even have this be a job. I thought it was just a hobby. But I knew that I wanted to help people. So that was kind of going on. Then I got pregnant, and I had a healthy pregnancy. And after I had my daughter, I kind of was at this place where I said, okay, do I want to go back to my graphic design job where I'm stressed out and I'm working 50 hours a week? Or do I want to find something that I can do from home and I can be a mom and just have it fit my life a little bit better? So that kind of started me thinking about working from home. But I always thought it would be with graphic design, since that's kind of my degree and my passion. But I still had this part of me that loved blogging and I loved helping people. I just didn't have a system in place to do it as a job. So when I had my daughter, I went back to what I knew. I went back to the gym. I was working out a lot of time in the gym. And it got to this point where I was so stressed out of, I have to go to the gym today. I have to eat these certain foods. And I was so strict about everything that I was going crazy. And so I started looking for a workout program I could do from home. And kind of simultaneously is when I started following Tiffany. And I saw that she was working out on her back patio. And she was in her living room doing these home workouts. And for the first time I was I could do that. That looked like something that I didn't have to go kill myself for hours in the gym. I could do something from home. It could fit my busy mom schedule. I'm nursing, I'm pumping, I'm trying to figure out how to just do this whole mom thing. I don't want to spend hours in the gym. Mm-hmm. So that was probably the first time that I really considered doing the 21-day fix. And then when I continued to watch Tiffany, I noticed that she was a coach, and she started talking about this is her job. She gets to help people and encourage people and really share her story. And I was like, wait a second, that's what I want to do. That is what I'm trying to do on my own, but I'm doing it for free through my blog, trying to basically just answer questions to women. And there's no relationship there. So when I continued to just from afar, watched Tiffany. I was really intrigued, but I had a lot of hesitations. So we actually connected through Facebook, and I started just asking all of those questions. And she asked me to join a coach sneak peek. And I was like 80% there, but still really hesitant. I felt like I needed to lose more weight. I felt like, I have basically been giving free information on my blog. How am I going to have this be a business? Am I going to lose followers? Are people going to be turned off because I'm pushing products? I'm not a salesperson. Like, I had all these hesitations. And then I just talked to Tiffany, and I continued to watch her, and she was so genuine in her own journey and her own story that I was like, everything that I'm feeling, that's not what she does. Like, she's doing this in a very non-salesy, non-pushing products way. I want to do that too. I want to do it the way that she's doing it. So she really eased all of my fears and hesitations. So when I joined, I knew I wanted to do it as a business. I didn't know how. I didn't really know how you would even make money with Beachbody, but Tiffany was awesome and provided so much training, and it really allowed me to join a community of other women and have that support system. So for the first time, I was able to brainstorm and have okay, what do I do if I feel like people want to do the workout program and I want to help them, but I want to be accountable and I don't want them to get lost in the shuffle, because that's what was happening with my blog. People were commenting, but they were getting lost in the shuffle, and I didn't have the time to go back and follow up. So Tiffany and Beachbody allowed me to have a system where I could combine that passion for helping people with a legit way of doing things instead of just scrambling and kind of just winging it. She was like, do this system, do it the way that Beachbody has designed to help people, that you can do it on your time. You can do it from home. You can do it at night. I only work a couple hours a week, and I get to spend my days with my daughter. So anyway, long story short, that is how I found Tiffany, and that is how I found Beachbody. So, Tiffany, I'll throw it back to you.
Awesome. Well, I always love hearing your story, because I remember our conversations, and I'm like, she would be so good at this. Why is she doubting herself? So I still remember. But I think a lot of people have those hesitations in the beginning. I know I certainly did. I'm not a fitness expert at all. I've never worked in the gym in my life, and I'm still a work in progress. So I know as you go through this, and you're probably going to have questions, we're going to have a question and answer time at the end if you're able to. Or if you're watching the recording, you can connect with the person who invited you to this presentation and ask them any questions, or you can connect with Alicia or I, and we will be more than happy to help you in any way. So let me get started. So let me see if this works. Yes. Okay, so let me share a little bit about me, my story. I'm a pastor's wife. My husband and I have been married for 11 years. We have 2 children. My daughter, Madison, is 9, and my son, Sean, is 6. I stay at home, and I work my Beachbody business at home while they are at school throughout the day. And then the rest of the day, I am spent time with my family. I also have a ministry called BSI's You, where my passion is truly to help women love their bodies as God designed them, and to feel good in their skin, and to not focus on the scale, even if they have weight loss goals to reach, that the weight loss does not define them, or the lack of weight loss doesn't define them. I believe that God defines you, and I believe that my passion is just to help you realize that, and to become a much stronger person in your walk with the Lord, and also to grow as an individual and figure out your passion and what you want to accomplish in your life. So my passion is to help women love their bodies, and I'm a former thespian who became an accidental fitness enthusiast. So I'll try to make this long story short, but I've been singing and acting since I was 6 years old. And so my plans for my life was actually to be in Hollywood, on Broadway. I wanted to win an Oscar, a Grammy, a Tony Award. Those were I wanted a star on the Walk of Fame. That was my dream. That's all I focused on. And health and fitness was never something that I actually cared all that much about. I knew being in Hollywood, there was a appearance that you had to have, or at least this idea that you had to look a certain way. And so I recognized that. And I think a lot of times that kind of made me have some anxiety. I definitely struggled with body image as I was trying to reach some of my goals and being a performer. But I was never that into the health aspect. It was never about me being a healthy person. It's always about me being skinny and looking good for a part. So that's kind of where my background is. I was an athlete as well. I ran cross country and played softball, but really I transitioned out of athletics into performing arts. So me being a health and fitness coach kind of is very different. It's very weird for me because it wasn't in my line of vision, especially when I was younger. I was a background actor when I was in my 20s. I've been in Gilmore Girls and Roswell. Background actor is just a fancy term for extra. We just like to say background actor. But really, I was an extra, and I was on set for horrible pay for long hours, but I loved it because that's what I wanted to do. And so I became a fitness enthusiast after I made a decision to get in shape after my son was born, my second child. And I got in shape using Turbo Jam, Turbo Fire, and clean eating. And I'll explain about those programs in the next slide in just a little bit. But my health and fitness journey began after I gave birth to my son. Actually, he was about 1.5 years old. And I've noticed something about my overall health and my energy level. I was chronically tired all the time. I had a 4-year-old daughter who wanted the attention of her mommy, and I couldn't give it to her. When my son would go down for his nap, he was down to one nap at this time. He would go down at like 1 o'clock and wouldn't wake up till 3:30, and I would be sleeping then too. Instead of using that time while he was down to play with my daughter, who needed that mommy time bonding, I was too tired to do that. From the time I woke up in the morning to the time I went to bed, I was exhausted physically. So it became like Groundhog's Day, where it was the same thing every day. I was so excited I could barely even function as a human being. And yet I was expected to pour into my daughter, into my son, into my husband. I'm a pastor's wife, so we were busy with ministry. And so there were so many things I just could not physically do because I was so chronically tired and was so unhealthy. We ate fast food probably 4 days out of 7. I could not cook to save our lives. Clearly, we were killing ourselves with fast food with McDonald's. Literally, we probably ate chicken nuggets 4 days out of the week. Like, it was just, I don't even want to look at a chicken nugget ever again. Like, it's so bad. But that was our reality. And it hit me like a ton of bricks when one night, when I should have been making a good, nutritious meal for my family, we were sitting around the kitchen table and I'm watching my babies shovel chicken nuggets and fries down in their mouths. And I'm like, this is not right. I am not being a mother. I'm not teaching them. I'm not getting them the right start in life because I'm failing. I'm refusing to change because I'm tired and I'm, I would make all these excuses. So something had to change and it had to be drastic. So I had an old Turbo Jam DVD that I popped into the DVD player and I could barely get through 10 minutes, but it was 10 minutes. I was like, okay, I got this. And then, I would go running. I would run around the neighborhood for a little bit and slink back because I was so tired and so out of shape. But what I really noticed is that I needed an education on nutrition. I had no concept. The healthy to me was buying a lean cuisine and popping that in the microwave. That was a healthier meal. That was my understanding at the point. So I talked to my husband. I invested in a really expensive nutrition plan that would help me understand clean eating and had recipes and give me an education that I really, really needed. So clean eating was a really big part of my overall transformation and my journey. And so 9 months later, by being consistent, by working on Turbo Jam and Turbo Fire and clean eating, I lost 20 pounds. And not just that, but I gained energy that I did not have before. I no longer needed to take a nap every single day. I was having way more fun in life. I was able to play with my daughter and hang out with her when my son was taking a nap, and she had her mommy back. And to me, that was way more rewarding than whatever the scale said to me. It helped me realize that my journey towards health and fitness had less to do with how good I looked in clothes, but it had to do with my ministry, my calling as a mother and a wife. And so when I was not taking care of myself, that was selfish because I was acting like a martyr instead of a mother. And motherhood is not martyrdom. Yes, there are sacrifices that need to be made for your family, but you don't sacrifice yourself and kill yourself and not take care of yourself just so you can give everybody else everything. And you cannot pour into others out of an empty cup. And so when I take those moments and I prepare healthy meals for the week for my family, and I take 30 minutes out of my day to move my body, that I'm thankful I'm even able to do. There are a lot of people in this world who cannot do that. So the fact that I'm able to do this, it just shows me that this journey is lifelong. And I'm so thankful that I took the time to that God made me realize it's selfish not to take care of yourself. You have a family. This is your job. This is your ministry. This is what I've called you to do. So take care of yourself. There's people who are counting on you. So that's my story, a little bit about my health and fitness journey. How did I become a coach? I found Michelle Myers. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She runs Team Iron, which is a community that you would be a part of too if you decided to join our team. And she's an amazing woman. I found her on social media. Her husband was a college pastor, and my husband was a college pastor at the time, so I just stalked her YouTube. She started posting about how she was a Beachbody coach and what that looked like, and I just pretty much stalked her. I didn't ask her any questions. I didn't talk to her or engage her. I just watched all her videos, and I followed her tweets, and I read her blog. And then one day I was like, you know what? People are asking me about my health and fitness journey, and I'm giving advice, and I'm trying to help them. I'm trying to encourage them. And my friends are wanting links to the best protein powders, the best fitness programs. And I was giving them away to people. And while it wasn't all about the money, I was saying I want to stay at home and I want to contribute to my family. I could do this. So I went on her website and I signed up as a coach. I'm sure she was like, wait, what? Who is this chick? And so I just said, hey, I emailed her. I said, hey, I just signed up to be on your team. Can't wait to talk. And she was like, oh my gosh, who are you? She's one of my dearest friends now. Like we're good friends, and I love her to death, but I'm sure I freaked her out a little bit. That I was like a psycho that joined her team. But I'm so thankful. It's just been so transforming for me. It's just I get to be a part of a community, and I get to work with my friends. Like, that's really cool to me. So let me kind of give you some background on who is Beachbody, all about Beachbody. So it began in 1998 by Carl Deichler, who was our co-founder and CEO of Beachbody, and John Cogden. They wanted to create a company that provided incredible fitness products and that would truly help people live healthier, happier, and more fulfilling lives. That is always their mission with every product launch, with every nutrition product, with their postings on social media. If you don't follow Carl Deichler on social media, you need to. He is so inspiring. He is so passionate. It is less about selling products and it is more about people. He is always about people. And that is what has driven me and helped me stay with this company, because it is never about the paycheck. It is always, always, always about the people and helping them live better lives. They are a direct marketing company. So basically, instead of having their products in traditional retail stores, they do direct to consumer marketing. You've seen infomercials for Insanity and Insanity Max 30, PiO, 21 Day Fix, P90X, and other programs. The most recent one that I'm doing is Size, which I'm so excited about. You see those on the infomercials. That's what direct marketing is. It's just a way for people, they can get it directly in front of the consumer and they can make a decision whether to buy or not to buy. But one of the things that they noticed is that they had a lot of success financially. They were having a lot of success in sales with their programs, and people were buying them off the shelves. I mean, they had no problem selling them. What they noticed was that they didn't have a lot of testimonials of results. And that's because there were people they would buy the program, but they were nervous to try it because, I mean, it can be very intimidating to try anything brand new. And if you don't have any sort of accountability or support, it can make you stop in your tracks and not do anything. So what they noticed was on their websites, there were these message boards, and there were people, customers like you and I, who were using the programs, and then they were going out and connecting with people who were also on the message boards, who were asking questions, and they were essentially coaching them and answering their questions and rooting them on and supporting them through these message boards. And so Carl Deichler got this idea that we needed a peer-to-peer support system in order to help these people, because that was the missing link to success and to getting the results that they were wanting to see. They wanted to see people's lives change. And so that peer-to-peer support was the missing link. And so that's why you have fitness, nutrition, and accountability, and that equals success. That is the plan that we tell every single person. You can have a fitness program, you have some success. You can have a nutrition plan, you'll have some success. But if you're missing support, you're missing accountability, someone who's going to push you and help you to keep going even when you want to stop, that is where the magic happens. Someone's going to push you and help you and be alongside you the entire way. So Beachbody, that's how the Team Beachbody Coaching Network was born. We now have over 400,000 coaches within the network who are out there engaging and sharing with people and helping people get in shape every single day. We produce high quality fitness programs and nutrition products. Shakeology, which is not a protein shake. It is a meal replacement shake, but it is of incredible high quality. It is nutrient dense. You will not find anything like this on the market. You can probably find people who will say, oh, it's comparable to Shakeology. No, because if it's in a retail store and if it's cheaper, there's good chance that they have to replace or put certain ingredients in order to make it taste a certain flavor or adapt it in any sort of way. And so Shakeology is a high quality, high nutrient dense product that is giving your body what it needs. Your body doesn't crave calories necessarily, it craves nutrients. And most of us are insufficiently we're starving basically in nutrients. We don't have enough of good body living food inside us. We're living off Food Life products instead of having something that's actually going to give our bodies what it needs. We have P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix, Pio, Insanity Max 30. We have the brand new Beachbody Performance line, which I'm obsessed with their Beachbody Performance Energize, the pre-workout. It's amazing, and you don't get that crazy, cracked out feeling that a lot of pre-workouts will give you. You know which ones I'm talking about. Our celebrity trainers like Chalene Johnson, Shaun T, Tony Horton, Autumn Calabrese. You've probably seen them on their infomercials, but we get to connect with them. They are real people. They are not just there slinging out their fitness programs. They actually connect with you, and they become people that they become like your friends. And I'm not just saying that, truly when you see them in public or you share with them or you comment on their page, they actually engage with you because they understand how hard it is to start something and to really finish and get the results. They understand the impact, they understand the commitment. And so they're there for you 100% of the way. They are real people, and I'm so thankful for them. I love them to death. Chalene Johnson is one of my favorite. Shaun T, he's my man. Autumn Calabrese changed my life with 21 Day Fix, really changed the shape of my body. And because she just pushes you, and her nutrition plan with the portion control containers, just genius. It's genius. That's it. Okay, so what are coaches? This is going to be really brief. I'm going to have Alicia share her portion. But what are coaches? We are not fitness experts. We are not nutrition experts. We come in all shapes and sizes. We are stay-at-home moms, professionals, college students, wives, husbands, military. We come from all different backgrounds and beliefs. We are driven by the desire to make people's lives better than they were yesterday. My life has been changed by these fitness programs and Shakeology. And all I do as a coach is I share my journey. I keep myself accountable to my health and fitness by sharing what I'm doing. I'm posting my workouts. I'm posting my meals that I eat regularly. I'm sharing about my Shakeology and why it's so good for me and for my family. I give it to my kids too. It helps me be accountable to my own health and fitness as a coach. I get to help people within small little challenge groups and help them reach their goals and help them finish their fitness program that they invested in. So that's what we do as coaches. And Alicia's going to kind of go into a little bit deeper as to what coaches do. And I think the most fun part actually of being a coach. So go for it, girl.
Yes. So, and also just to piggyback on what Tiffany said about what we do, one of the biggest hesitations that I had was I was giving and giving and giving through my blog, but I wasn't getting any support. And so I thought, well, if I sign up as a coach, I'm just going to be doing the same thing. I'm just going to be giving and giving and giving. But what happened was the complete opposite. I was helping others, but then I joined this community with Tiffany and all these other amazing coaches who were moms and women just like me. And they were filling me up, and they were keeping me accountable, and they were, sharing recipes that work with their family or sharing schedules and systems and plans that work for their business. I didn't have to give and give and give and then be empty at the end of the day. Being a coach has actually helped me in my fitness. It's helped me in my finances. I'm a better wife. I'm a better friend. Like everything that I was like hesitant for not joining. And then when I joined, I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I join sooner? Like that's just what coaching has done for my whole life. It's not just like a business. So anyway, just more specifically into what we do, which as Tiffany said, is totally the fun part. We host challenge groups every single month. And essentially it's just like an online support group. So like some of the programs that she talked about, like 21 Day Fix is totally my program of choice at the moment. And it's just simple 30-minute workouts, simple food. Okay, here's one thing that's awesome. You can have cheese, you can have wine, you can have chocolate on the 21 Day Fix. Like I went from doing this program where I was in the gym 2 hours a day and I couldn't have like dairy. And then I found 21 Day Fix and I'm like, this is awesome. The thing is, it's not, as so many people say, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So as coaches, it's our job to teach this lifestyle, that it's not just about dieting to lose 20 pounds or dieting to get back into a certain size. It's about being healthy for you and being healthy for your family. So what the 21 Day Fix has taught me is to have a healthy relationship with food, but then now I can share that with my challengers. So every single month I do these groups, all of us as coaches do it, and we just help women. I provide meal plans and we do the workouts. We provide accountability. Like, here's my favorite recipe that my husband loves. That's huge. Like, these meal plans are things that are family friendly, and that works. Like, for me and my busy mom schedule, I need something that my husband is going to eat too. Mm-hmm. So as coaches, we provide that support system that you don't have to do the program alone. You don't have to just like, oh, I don't feel like working out today. When am I going to have the time? Okay, I'm just not going to do it. Right. Like, that's what our groups provide. Like, look, we're all tired. We're all in this together. And we know that it's hard to find the time, but I'm going to work out. So you better work out too. Like, that's the accountability that we provide. And that is something that I didn't have 3 years ago. I was busting my butt by myself. I didn't have support. I didn't have a coach. I didn't have anyone to hold me accountable. And also, I didn't have anybody who was like, genuinely caring about me. Do you know what I mean? Like, of course my family's like, oh, you look great, you're doing awesome. But I didn't have anyone that was like really pushing me. And that's what we do as coaches, is we are constantly checking in. Like, I genuinely care about my challengers. I'm like, hey, how's it going? I know you were on vacation last week. Are you able to get back to it? Do you have any questions? Like, that is what we do. We go that extra mile because that's what we need. Like, as people, as women, like, that's what we all need. So as coaches, that's what we provide in a like fun environment where it's just like Tiffany said, it's the best part of our job because you get to know people and you get to provide that help and that accountability. So that is like by far the most motivating part of being with Beachbody, is just that system. It just is so fun.
Love that. So here's something I kind of want to go. Thank you for sharing that, Alicia. I'm so excited about that. That's our favorite part. It really is the best part about coaching. And not only that, but you get to build a team and you get to work with your friends. And I didn't share this on the last part. I'm going to open up the share screen. But one of the things, where is that? One of the things that I wanted to kind of talk about is what really, you get to be a part of a community. And so these are just some of the pictures of my time as a coach in the last 4 years, being a part of Coach Summit and getting to work out with the trainers live and connecting with other coaches. And you get training and so when you become a coach, it's not like you sign up and they're like, okay, good luck on your business. Like, right. Training. You get an opportunity to be a part of something big, and you get to know how to run your business. It's all about you and your success. And that's what my job is as your coach, or whoever invited you. Their job is to train you, to help you be successful and to understand this. You don't have to know everything there is to know about coaching, because there is a lot to learn, and every person's style is different. Alicia runs her business very differently than mine. We follow the same behaviors that are necessary for success, but she runs hers very different. Her challenge groups are her bread and butter. Like, she is an excellent, I look to her when she runs a challenge group, I look to her because she knows how to do it right. She follows me. We come apart how we lead our teams, how we lead our coaches, how we engage and help them overcome any obstacles when it comes to being a part of the business, because that's a big scary part. Is one thing that I helped her through as she was processing. Mm-hmm. And so each of us run our businesses very differently, and we're successful in different areas. You look at me and you hear 1-star diamond, and that might seem like a lot to you, but it took me a while to get there. And I'm excited because I have my friends who I'm helping become successful. It has very little to do with my rank and more to do with my team reaching their goals. So maybe some concerns you might have is, I'm not a salesperson. And I'm going to say, good. We don't want salespeople on our team. We're not interested in people who only want to become a coach so they can earn a quick buck. Because let me tell you, it's not a quick buck. Health and fitness it can be a tough business at times, because sometimes people aren't ready yet to change their life, and we're in the life-changing business. So if all you wanting to do is only earn $1, you're not going to do very well in this business. But if you're interested in people and you truly want to help people become better versions of who they already are, and you want to make new friends, and you want to be a part of a mission to help people be better, and you either want to grow as a leader, you want to just discover new skills about yourself, whatever it is, you can be a part of this. And one of my favorite things about this is, yes, there are financial rewards. Yes, this has financially blessed my family, and I think Alicia can say that too for her family. But what I've loved about this is that I get to do this for a long time with my friends. I get to be a part of people I like, and I get to do this, and this community grows, and I have complete support as a coach. And so I don't know, Alicia, if anything else you want to share in the last 5 minutes or so?
Yes. So just really quickly, I totally agree with Tiffany about the community and the support that it brings, but then also those hesitations that she talked about, like pretty much I knew that I wanted to join about 6 months before I actually joined, because I had so many hesitations. So if you feel like you don't have the time to do a business, or you feel like you need to lose weight first, or maybe you feel like you don't know enough people, like who could you sell to or who could you get into a challenge group? First of all, it's totally normal. Check, check, check. I had all those concerns. But what Tiffany has done for me, and what Beachbody has done, is they provide that system and that training so that the things that I don't have, she helps me. She helped me use social media in a way that I hadn't done before. She helped me to talk about my own journey while helping others, and to do this business on my own schedule. So the whole thing of I don't have time, you don't have to have a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Like you can do this like on the weekends, you can do this at night. So just all of those like fears, just first of all know that it's normal, and second of all know that we experienced it too, mm-hmm. and that we got past it, and we looked beyond those doubts and those self-fears and said, I want to be a part of something bigger. Because I can tell you that I did it my way. I did it through my blog. I tried to have a business being a coach, and it didn't work. I was burnt out, I was stressed out, and I wasn't making any money. And with Beachbody, I've been able to bless my family, do it working less hours. I'm less stressed out. I can spend my days with my daughter, but I'm part of something. I'm connected to other women who want to help other people. And that is what we do. We help others like in our own way, but we do it together. So it's like the perfect business.
Yes, love that. So we're going to close it now for you guys, but if you have any questions, you can connect with me or Alicia. You can connect with me at coachtiffanyharper@gmail.com, or connect with Alicia. Alicia, what's your email?
Just Alicia_Haley@yahoo.com.
Got it. And so connect with one of us. If you don't have someone who invited you to this, you just kind of found us randomly, welcome. We're so excited you're here. But also, whatever you do, if you decide today that like, oh, I love the idea of coaching, I'm ready to go, sign me up, what do I do next? Connect with us. If you're like, I'm not ready to do coaching at all, but I'm ready to get healthy, I'm ready to get started in that journey, connect with us. Be a part of one of our upcoming challenge groups. I know I have one starting March 7th. I think, Alicia, you have one starting soon, or
yes, March 1st.
March 1st. So connect with us there. But don't turn this off and do nothing. Don't just sit and watch this and sit there and stew over all your questions or your fears over this. Connect with one of us. We are more than happy to help you and answer your questions. So thank you so much for being a part of this. We are so excited to be able to do this. We're going to try and do this every single month, or at least once a month, either by ourselves or for our teams, or however I kind of like the dual thing. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But thank you again for watching. Again, we're so excited. We hope to see you a part of our team. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
Thank you guys so much.